Serial bomber is menacing Austin, Texas, and we may be entering a new phase. It looks like he's expanding his range. Overnight, another bomb exploded inside a FedEx facility near San Antonio. The FBI suspects it might be linked to the previous four, but no inquiries have been reported in the FedEx explosion. Sunday night, the fourth bomb in less than 3 weeks exploded in a residential area southwest of downtown Austin. And the previous three bombs were all disguised as packages delivered to specific houses. But this time, the bomb was attached to a for sale sign and rigged with a tripwire. Two men, just walking through the neighborhood apparently, struck the tripwire and were seriously injured in the blast. Police say they see similarities in the bombs that make them believe that the same killer is responsible, but something's not right. The tripwire bomb reveals a higher level of sophistication and skill, so investigators now believe the bomb maker may have military or police explosive ordnance training. Perfect. Investigators are also stumped because a serial bomber typically makes the device the same way every time, but that's not happening in this case. They're also surprised that there haven't been any demands or indication of a motive from the perpetrator. Police now are urging the killer to communicate with them and have raised the reward to $115,000 for information leading to an arrest. Oddly, the fourth bomb actually helps investigators because of the increasing amount of trace evidence left after the explosion. Surveillance video is expected to help crack the case as well on this one, since the bomber is personally delivering and setting up the devices. When the second and third bombs exploded last week, several outlets, including CNN and the Washington Post, seemed eager to pounce on the idea that this was a hate crime, since two black men were killed and an elderly Hispanic woman seriously injured. The Post even questioned whether there would be more urgency to find the killer had the initial bomb gone off in an affluent white neighborhood. But Sunday's explosion largely sinks the hate crime theory, since it was rigged to kill anyone who just happened by. For the record, the two men that were injured by Sunday's bomb were both white. When you are dealing with a serial killer like this, does the idea that it might be racially motivated make it any more or less evil? It's just evil, period. Isn't every murder essentially a hate crime? Good news, the Austin bomber has been found, and he's dead today. The last 3 weeks, if you live in the Austin area, people have been living in terror. It came to an end late last night. It started on March 2nd. Law enforcement looked totally baffled as a bomb, and then another one began going off in what seemed like random locations. The killer appeared to be one step ahead of police the entire time. And just yesterday, we were talking about, is this a group? Is this somebody who has law enforcement experience? A reward was offered, leaving many people to believe that the investigation was going nowhere. But that all changed 24 hours ago, and it changed at the FedEx facility. There's a sorting facility, and a bomb went off early yesterday. One additional bomb was found at a separate FedEx facility several miles away. And for the first time since March 2nd, the bomber had changed his tactics. Rather than hand-delivering the bombs, which he had done for all the others, he was now using a delivery service. Well, police tracked the package that exploded at the FedEx sorting facility to its original drop-off store in the small Austin suburb. After checking the store's surveillance cameras, they caught a break. There, on multi-camera CCTV footage, was the killer. Police were then able to identify the bomber's car, his name, which still has not been released, and we nor the Blaze will release his name. After triangulating his cell phone, law enforcement converged on a small motel. The killer, which is being described as a 24-year-old white male, saw police moving in and bolted. After a brief chase, he blew himself up. So much is still unknown. We don't know his motives. Were the bombings truly random? Was there a specific purpose? Was he just trying to get famous? Whatever. Right now, all we know is this. He's dead. The most immediate question is, are there any more bombs out there? Austin Police Chief Brian Manley stated that there is a time gap of at least 24 hours where they have no idea where the killer had gone or what he was doing, which means he could have been making or delivering more bombs. If you're in the Austin area, it is not over yet. Stay vigilant. But know that although some people think that this is meaningless to say, it's not. All right.